Here we are back. It's June. It's time to check in on our green stocks for the month. And I'm starting over here with my green stock. Green because the drain cover is green. And we do have some issues. So this bottom tier, I planted bean seeds twice in the last month. Nothing has germinated and they disappear. So I'm thinking maybe pill bugs or something similar is eating every single seed I put down. This time I did not see signs of squirrels picking the bean seeds out. So I do think it is something else in the soil. Trying again, just planted a new batch of seeds that I soaked for a wee bit. And I did put in some mystery peppers throughout the month as some of these pockets emptied out. So the next tier up, I've got 3 of the little Prince eggplants. They look puny to you right now because I had to pick off a lot of the leaves. A lot of the leaves had or have signs of spider mite damage. So I picked off most that I could. One of them looks like he may not even make it because I had to pick off, where'd he go? Almost every leaf. This is all he has left. He may not make it. This looks an awful lot like spider mite damage to me. What do you think? See the teeny weeny tiny white pricks? That's kind of where the mite punctures and sucks out juices from the leaf. The rest of the tier has some volunteer mystery peppers. They're real small now, but they'll grow. And then we only have 1 kale left on this tier, which is the silvery fir. No. That's a tomato. What is this? Maybe it's frilly fir. I don't know. Okay. Next tier up, the basils are doing just okay. They've been getting torn to pieces by something. Possibly slug, could be earwigs. They like to chomp with their little pinchers like that. And then also in this tier, this is our lettuce that I'm allowing to bolt and then flower. We're going to collect these seeds. This is Crawford lettuce. I like this blend and I don't have any more of the seeds. So why am I not isolating the blossoms? Because this is the only lettuce I have flowering, unless there's some wild lettuce out there in the woods somewhere. The seeds should be true. I shouldn't have any cross-pollination issues. If I did have other lettuces blooming and flowering at the same time, I would isolate with a mesh bag the flowers before opening. But I didn't have to worry about that. So that should take at least a couple more weeks before I get those seeds, maybe longer. Let's see if there's anything else on that tier. I had to put in a couple more mystery peppers as well. And then actually, no, I take that back. These 3 are lunchbox peppers that I grew. They are a bit stunted, I think, from all that cold, damp weather we had for so long. Right after I planted them, I should have waited. Definitely should have waited. This tier has the mystery peppers that I added. I added an impatient for some pop of color, so when I'm looking out the kitchen window, I can see some purple color. And then I've got 2 empty pockets, and I've decided, because rain and water is a limited resource right now, and I am watering the green stalk as we do this, I'm trying to catch all the water that drains out, and I just knocked it over when I walked around the green stalk. So I wasted all of that good water. Okay. These 2 pockets I had seeded last month with summer savory seeds. They never did germinate. Maybe they're oat seeds. So what I'm going to do instead is put in my painted tongue seedlings that are still so microscopic. But I think they'll do well here. And I can see them from the kitchen window. And this soil stays really moist. And they're not happy where they are now. I'll bring them over. We'll have a look. There they are. They do not like this container. They have stayed the exact same size for like 2 weeks. And I've had other trouble, I'm not joking, with stuff growing in these green stalk seedling trays. So I'm just going to go ahead and relocate them here. The soil stays fairly moist. I'll just put 2 seedlings per pocket and see how they do. Fingers crossed, right? You'll have to check back next month. But the next tier up, I still have 2 lettuce. Buttercrunch hanging on, but they're wanting to elongate. They will be bolting fairly soon. And then this was my garlic experiment in the green stalk for the year. It's got a floppy neck like a soft neck. It never grew escape. And it's supposed to be hard neck, so I'm thinking maybe this was misplaced in the ordering of the garlic, and maybe this really is a soft neck garlic, because it sure does look like it. And I did dig down in there the other day, and it doesn't seem like it's ready to be pulled. It's not that big of a bulb yet. So yeah, I may have gotten the wrong type of garlic. Well, but that's okay. That happens. And then also on this tier, we have the lavender that got pruned up, and it looks really pretty. It likes the Greenstalk a lot because the soil stays nice and moist. Smells really good. And then 2 pockets of my bunching onions that I love to have on my Greenstalk. And that completes this entire Greenstalk, and it is ready to go for the month. I'm going to finish watering, and then everyone's getting a Grow Formula liquid fertilizer. This could be what is eating my seeds. I guess it's like a millipede, or is it a centipede? I don't know. I'd have to count. He looks scary though. I'm going to go throw him in the woods. The painted tongue seedlings are in. I found another one in that tray. Look at how microscopic. I mean, they are microscopic. It was so hard to work with them. Hopefully they take off. We'll see. This is a part sun location, so they should be happy as long as they start growing bigger, better, stronger. They're just so tiny. Here's an example of the Little Prince eggplants. See, they don't get very big. They're very compacted. This one has flowers, but what it will grow, just like on a tomato, is out of the armpit suckers. So when those suckers get bigger, I can pinch them off and put them over in the Greenstalk to maybe replace that one plant that looks really, really sad. All right, they've all been watered. Probably next time I see you, back in July, I guess, for the Greenstalk update, if we have one in July, this will be gone. I'll make a short about it, but I'm not very hopeful. It's not looking too promising, but I really do think this is soft neck. I really do think that's soft neck. I've got my fertilizer here, so I'm just going to water the pockets that have plants. Just fell over. And this Greenstalk is ready to go. And then I will collect those seeds. I'll take some pictures or video of that for next time we do Greenstalk update. And now we're going to move over here. It's the next day. These guys are already, I think, looking happier. Yeah, I think they are. I've still got this positioned up so that the fertilizing or the water that was fertilized is not leaking back out, because I wanted it to stay in the system. Really happy about that. So now we got to move on to this big mess, and the first thing I want to point out, there are leaf miners in this leaf. There are leaf miners in that leaf, the larvae of flies, and I don't want to eat that, so I will pick off all of the bad leaves and just toss them into the woods. And that one looks a little suspicious too. And this is the same type of kale that is on the other Greenstalk. Definitely seems to want to grow in the Greenstalk much better than the other 2 varieties that I had. And I'm going to move down to this next tier. Well, let's just start at the bottom. Orange thyme, doing great. You can't kill it for the most part. Now, the next tier up is all patio shades tomato. A dwarf. It's about 2 feet tall. In one pocket of cinnamon basil that's doing okay. Something is eating on it, probably the earwigs. Now, this tomato, just like last month in May when we looked, no, not this one. This one is bigger. It has no cilantro in the pocket. This one is huge. It's already got some trusses up there developing to be little flowers. He's much bigger. He has no cilantro in the pocket. And then all the others that have cilantro growing are smaller, much, much smaller. So here's one, same variety, the flowering cilantro. The one without any cilantro is huge. He's about 2 feet tall or so. So even though they're supposed to be great companions, I'm no longer going to plant cilantro and tomatoes together. The same process happens with dill and tomatoes. You're not really supposed to grow mature dill with tomato plants. Seedlings, little bitty dill plants is fine, but once they grow big and they start to bolt and flower, there is something that is put off by the dill that can inhibit growth of the tomato. And Tonto, what are you doing? No, go, go, go. Just go on. Well, you're going to get a mouth of hot pepper here in a second. I've been sprinkling everything with hot pepper in the backyard because of the deer. Yeah, that didn't taste good, did it? Come on, let's go. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, he loves to eat the perennial forget-me-nots. I guess they taste good. I don't know. So for me, no more cilantro and tomato together. I don't grow dill with tomato either, even the little bitty ones, or with peppers. I am waiting on the seeds, though. That's why it is still here. So it bolts, it flowers, which is gorgeous, and then after the flowering, it develops these seed pods, which will turn brown, and then we've got coriander, or we can save the seed and replant. I think this is Calypso cilantro. All right, next pocket up from that, we already talked about the kale. And then we've got another patio tomato right there. And another one. I think I put them all in here. And another one. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about those. So the pixie cabbages, I did spray them with BT a week ago. They do seem to look better as far as new hoes. It's so late in the season. It's been so hot, so dry. I'm going to go ahead and pull them. And then we'll have 2 empty pockets for more mystery peppers. Or maybe a flower. But we're definitely going to go ahead and pull them today. So that's sad. I was hoping they had a shot, but it's just not going to work out for them. And then we've got a pepper here that's been under attack by something. Probably another, well, this looks more like slug. That definitely looks like slug. So I'm going to order some more slug bait because the bait I've been using is the natural organic one that you can get at a very reasonable price. My slugs that live in my Greenstalks, they are extremely bougie and they only like the expensive high dollar Sluggo Plus. So I'm going to have to break down and force myself to order it, even though it's super expensive. Like, it's really, in my mind, too expensive. I will buy the bigger container because it's a lower price point, but I have to do something. They will not eat. They just will not. I refilled last night. Let's see. Yeah. Nope. They don't like the natural stuff, the organic. They just don't like it. They won't eat it. They refuse to eat it. So that is the plan. Another pepper that has been under attack. I might as well just pull them at this point and start over with some of my volunteer peppers I've got waiting to go somewhere. They're mystery though. I have no idea what they are. These on this tier are supposed to be summer sunset, which I really like that pepper. So we might see if it can grow a few more leaves and flush back out. This rose finally bloomed, this miniature rose. I'm going to go ahead and give it a hard prune back now that I got to see the flower. It is pretty. Got a few more flowers coming on with this sweet alyssum. There should be some seeds. Oh, there's a baby. Yeah. Oh, lots of babies. Look. Lots of babies starting. So we'll let those babies grow. The onions look messy, but they're doing okay here on the top tier. Little bit of lettuce. I think this is black-seeded Simpson. It's supposed to take the heat okay-ish. So we'll see how it does. I may, yeah. If I have any empty pockets on the higher tier here, which I don't think I do. I was going to put some more lettuce down, but it's awful hot. It is really awful hot. I do have another small patch of black-seeded Simpson somewhere else up on the upper deck. So we'll just let this be. Now the onions we talked about last video too. I told you I was letting them flower, and I did. And they're in various states. So this one, it's not ready to collect seeds. But this one is really close. Actually, yeah. some of the seeds are popping out, so I'll probably go ahead and just clip this whole head here because the seeds will fall. They're coming out. Yeah, I don't want them to go in other pockets. I want to control where they're planted. So I may just turn around and just pop more back in here. The seeds could be a cross between the red bunching onion and the white. And there's probably 2 or 3 different varieties that grow in this one. And I don't really care. I like them all. Yeah, here's another one. Oh, this is really ready. Actually, I think this, I waited too long on this one. The seeds are all gone, I think. Yeah, they popped. Yep, and that's okay. Maybe a bird ate them. That would be great if the bird got to eat some of them. This one definitely has to get clipped today. We're going to definitely do that, and then probably within the week or less, that one will be ready. So not a lot of work on this Greenstalk. Just removing those pixie cabbages, putting in some mystery peppers. Oh yeah, we need to do this. It's time to clean up our sage. This is golden sage. It is ready for another hard pruning. And all of the cuttings last time rooted super well. Not sure how they'll do right now in the heat, but they probably would root super well. And you can just see all of these growths would make an excellent new plant. Just cut above the leaf joint there. Yeah, right there. Take off the lower leaves, stick it in water, it'll grow roots. Or soil, whichever you prefer. In this heat, I think I would start off in water and then move to soil. Now, unless you can keep that soil super moist. I think I see a problem here with this tomato. He's got slug damage, but he's also got this black line. I really don't like that. I could leave it and see what happens. But, so don't take any chances, which I really hate to do this with a dwarf, is I would just cut it right here below it, like a 1/8 of an inch below that black line. So I'm probably going to do that and hope I get some suckers coming out of here, because that looks really suspicious. And we did have some wacky weather in the last 6 weeks, and there was some cold and damp periods, even though it's super hot. It's like super hot, cold, too much rain, cold, super hot. Who knows what it'll be in a couple days, right? So a few things to get done here, and then we're going to water well. We're going to do the same fertilizing process over here. We're going to collect that water just like we did yesterday and feed probably, I'm going to go feed the blueberries today. They might like to have that because they're busy producing fruit. And can you see that empty blueberry container there? I was watching another YouTuber who has trouble with squirrels, and I had never thought of this, and she presented the best idea. You save all of your empty clam shell containers and put them over your berries. They're still getting light and air because there's lots of holes in there. And then your fruit can ripen and you get to eat it instead of the birds and the squirrels and the chipmunks. I thought that was really cool. So I did go ahead and just chop the head off of that tomato, and here it is without the black part. I'm just going to stick it down in the same soil, and it should grow some roots if I keep this moist. And then we might have 2 in that pocket, which, you know, the more the merrier. Not really, but especially with tomatoes, but whatever works. I am going to go place that order real quick though for the Sluggo Plus, just because I can see all the damage that is going on here with the earwigs and the slugs, and I need to get it under control quickly. I treat most of my herbs the same way. Trim back by about 1/3 of the plant, which is about what I did today. Then I'm just going to put them in water, rinse them, maybe change the water a couple times, get them nice and clean. And then I'm just going to put it out like on a paper towel with the towel underneath the paper towels. And then I'm going to arrange them, pick off bad leaves, hang them upside down somewhere out of direct light. And I'll just check on them. It might take 1, maybe 2 weeks or so. And then once they're completely 100% dry, I'll pick off those sage leaves and then store them in a container. I actually collected quite a few seeds, and most are definitely ready. This one's not. I'm going to toss that one, but most in here are the little black seeds at the bottom, you can see. So I'm going to harvest them, and I'm just going to replant some in the Greenstalk and save some for later, because I don't need that many. harvested a bunch of the sage. It's in the house and some water getting clean, and then I'm going to hang it upside down to dry. I did put in 2 mystery peppers, and I trimmed up all the roses on this Greenstalk. If I can find the peppers. There's one. And there's another one. Well, where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. Now, I wanted to show you this real quick. See how the red bunching onion, its neck is broken. So it really needs to be harvested. And I will maybe, you know, eat that in a salad later this week. There's a few like that. Not that one. Yeah, I did pick one. So anyways, this Greenstalk is looking much, much better. Everyone got fertilized. Everyone's been watered well. And so the last Greenstalk we have to deal with is this guy. And it's nothing but seascape strawberries. That's it. But there is a problem. I think all that rain we had there for a while, combined with the up and down temperatures, pretty sure these leaves have spider mites as well. It's kind of a very distinct pattern. So I'm going to be picking off all of the leaves that look a little suspicious to me. The deer have been coming up here too and eating my leaves, as you can see, like right here. So not happy with the strawberries right now, but I think we can get them back under control. And I could be wrong. It could be a fungal issue. They just have an odd look. And some of them do have fine pinpricks of white. I don't know. These are looking better-ish. You can see the deer ate one leaf off of the set. It's also hard to tell because I sprinkle these with cayenne pepper. So that makes me think, could the leaves be having issues with the cayenne pepper sitting there all day? I don't know. Could be a lot of different things. A couple of the leaves did really look suspicious though. Especially like that one. And maybe these. I'm just going to remove anything suspicious. Fertilize after I water, clean them up, and be done with them for a while. They're not producing right now, obviously. Alrighty guys, that feels like a long video, but this is my June Greenstalk update. I've got the 3 here. I'm feeling much better about these 2 right now than I did a week ago. Have to see how this Greenstalk fares. Alright, well, I will talk to you guys really soon, and I hope you're having a wonderful week, and pretty soon I'll have those lettuce seeds as well.